The notorious Big is arguably one of the biggest rappers to come out from the gangsta rap genre in the 90s that helped contribute elevating rap to the mainstream with songs like More Money, More Problems, Hypnotize, Juicy, and Big Papa. His success alone practically put New York back on the map, and despite a short music career, nearly 30 years later, he's still a household name with people linking him to Tupac on the East Coast West Coast beef, and his murder back in 1997 still to this day going unsolved. But what a lot of people overlooked about Biggie Smalls is the group he once started called Junior Mafia shortly after his debut album Ready to Die. Junior Mafia was formed by Biggie Smalls with his childhood friends in Brooklyn, New York, with the acronym MAFIA meaning Master at Finding Intelligent Attitudes. All the members in the group were under the age of 20 when the group first formed, and was composed of 3 separate groups and 2 individual artists. The Sixes or Triple Six, which was Little C's, Bugsy, Capone, Chico, and Nino Brown, who claimed to know right from wrong and practiced it. They knew Biggie before he was rapping, and other members like Lil' Kim was added on to the group later. The Snakes were Larceny and Trife, who represented the arranged attitude expressing a large number of America's youth. MC Klepto gave insight on the life of boostling and hustling, and Lil' Kim the Lieutenant, who was the only female in the group, showed the ghetto life of a woman's point of view. And of course, the notorious Big acted as the godfather of the group. Leading up to the debut album of Junior Mafia, the group would drop Players Anthem, with it being one of their most successful songs, with it debuting at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100s. Get Money, which was a duet between Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim, which was also successful, debuting at number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100s, and would come out with the remix with the song going platinum, which would help spawn Lil' Kim's career. And the last single, I Need You Tonight, would be the only one that Biggie Smalls wouldn't appear on, but it would feature another notable artist, Aaliyah. On August 29, 1995, Junior Mafia would drop their debut album called Conspiracy under Big Beats Records. The album had a similar style to Biggie's debut album Ready to Die, and Big himself would feature on 4 of the tracks in totality of the project. The album rhyme topics were hard-hitting, mostly addressing guns, money, and sex, with the album having featured productions from DJ Clark Kent, Easy LP, Daddy Yo, and many more. Conspiracy would gain some positive reviews, but received a good amount of criticism from some of his group members not showing enough individuality, and it would debut at number 8 on the Billboard 200s, with it only selling 69,000 copies in the first week, and would later on be certified gold. With the group now making a name for themselves after they dropped Conspiracy, it seemed like things were going well for everybody in the group, especially for Lil' Kim, who was now having a successful solo career with her debut project Hardcore. But things would take a catastrophic turn for the worse, cause in March 1997, Biggie Smalls would be shot and killed in Los Angeles, California, after leaving his album listening party Life After Death. How ironic.
Communities are mourning the death of the rapper known as Notorious B.I.G. Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Laverne. Miriam is off tonight.
He was only 24 years old, was just starting what was expected to be a promising career in music, but tonight it's only what could have been.
But Biggie's death wouldn't just affect New York, but also Junior Mafia, cause once he died, it seemed like the vision for that group did too. In an interview with Biggie Smalls back in 1995, he said that he wanted to retire from rap by 2000, so he could full-time manage the group Junior Mafia. In 2004, The Best of Junior Mafia was released, as well as a DVD-directed documentary titled The Chronicles of Junior Mafia, dealing with the conspiracies and the controversies surrounding Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia. A follow-up DVD was released but didn't have the same director, and it was called The Chronicles of Junior Mafia Part 2, which was scheduled to be released in 2005, but was halted when Lil' Kim filed a $6 million lawsuit against Lil' C's, claiming she never granted permission to use her name or image. Lil' C's and Larceny would testify against Lil' Kim during a perjury trial in 2005, which resulted Lil' Kim and the group's manager D-Rock, who was also a close childhood friend of Biggie Smalls, doing some time in jail. And following the case, Lil' Kim was labeled a pair of snitches on her 2005 album The Naked Truth. In that same year, 3 of the previous 7 members of that group, Lil' C's, Clep, and Larceny, will release another album called Riot Music under the name Junior Mafia, without any appearances from Lil' Kim or Biggie Smalls, which didn't seem right to many fans, and it felt like a shell of themselves, which obviously didn't perform well, making it to only peak at 61 on the hip-hop album charts, and number 50 on the independent album charts. On March 26, 2007, the trio will release their last project together called Die Anyway, and it wouldn't make it on any charts at all, so I guess the group really did die, all pun intended. On June 27, 2006, a second DVD was released but not as successful as the first one, called Reality Check Junior Mafia vs. Lil' Kim, which featured the pair explaining their side of the story on the case. But the fall of Junior Mafia started the day Biggie died, cause it seemed like from the outside looking in, he kept everything in place, and he knew what was going to be best for them. Even P. Diddy's old bodyguard would say that Biggie didn't want Junior Mafia signing to Puffy, cause he didn't want none of them to get screwed like he did in his contract deal, which correlates with him saying in the XXL interview that he wanted to manage them after he retired from rap.
This nigga went and got his own deal, his own, look at the balls he had. He went and got his own record label, his own deal. He didn't even bring the shit to Bad Boy. All this money. But he going, making deals elsewhere? And not under our umbrella? Like I told you, Lil' Kim, $5 million out the gate. Lil' C certified gold, Junior M.A.F.I.A, I think certified gold.
But sadly, obviously, things didn't happen that way, and things really went left for the group, especially with the whole Lil' C's and Lil' Kim situation, which still to this day, Lil' C still denies that he snitched on Lil' Kim. But it do also seem like that they're cool now and they're on good terms today, and they also had a little reunion back in 2019 on the BET Awards, so it seems like everything is good now, and if Biggie was still alive, ain't no telling how we would revere Junior Mafia today. But be sure to like the video, comment your favorite song by Junior Mafia, and let me know who you think was in the right or in the wrong in the Lil' Kim and Lil' C situation. And if Biggie was still alive, would Junior Mafia be revered as one of the top groups from the 90s? Or you just always saw them as a group that wasn't gonna last long? Be sure to let me know down below. Make sure you like the video, comment, share, subscribe. Have a nice day.